Do we look the part? I forgot me clipboard. I had a lovely clipboard embossed. Thomas Luck, fierce professional. Oh, there's gold in the valley, gold in the mountain, gold in the river and gold in the sea. There's claims to be staking and money for making, and only the heartache is waiting for me. Do you know there's a deep moral in that song? In the second verse, he gets done in by the favours of a woman. Do not get me caught at that. You ready to go, yeah? So, below us here, you have 47 town lands that have been granted exploratory licences for gold mining. That's a huge opportunity for industry in this area. But it's been stopped by leftists and wokes because of the environment and climate change. Now, between myself and yourself, there was no climate change in this country till the Germans came in the 80s and told us what not to do. I'm not racist or anything, and I have nothing against Germans per se. And sure, anyway, we called all the foreigners Germans in them days, even the hippies, which we found out after they are all English. Anyway, they came in and they were trying to start an organic movement in the 80s in Ireland during a recession. So did you ever have an organic spud? It's only about that size. So if you put a good bit of Miracle Grow on spuds, you get the size of a cat's head, you get a spud. You know? And that was the 80s. Recession. Think about it. Anyway, it was different times then. There was no Ryanair holidays or 2 weeks in Torremolinos to get a tan. You wanted a tan, you came up here. This is where we save turf. That's gone now too, thanks to the environmentalists. Actually, there's no money in it anyway. But then, not alone did they stop the turf, the opportunity to frack shale gas came in here a few years ago, and it was the same crowd stopped it again. I was chatting to a CEO of a fracking company at a swanky do in Westport there recently, and he was telling me it's the safest and easiest and most efficient way of getting heating into our homes. It's a very simple process. You drill down about 1.5 miles and then you go across about 2 miles and then you break up the rock. You shoot down like little bullets and you break up the rock, and then after about a month it's ready for fracking. And then you put in the fracking fluid. Now that's only 3 simple ingredients: water, sand and chemicals. You put that in, you bring it back out, and then you have your gas straight to your home. Simple. But now we have the opportunity for gold mining. Now, I'm as much for the environment as any man. But look, it's not been taken seriously at government level. Our carbon emissions, 2030 down by 50%, not a NASA's roar of it. And sure, the Yanks and the French are pulling out of that now. Well, at least we've got 2 sound men up in Dáil Éireann for the first time, the Healy-Raes, who talk seriously about climate change and the realities of it. The opportunity on this island is huge. The concession for mining in Britain and Ireland, I'll break down the countries for you. 1% of land in England has concessions for mining. 2% in Scotland, 6% in Wales. On the island of Ireland, 25% of our land has concession for mining. And why are we not using it? The same ones. Stopping progress. Our answer is Flintridge Gold.
Just look at a similar company,
Radian Gold, who are based in County Tyrone since 2009. Just take a look at their website. And what they're going to do is unbelievable. They're there since 2009. and it's on the website, 1,000 jobs for the local economy. Huh? They could do with that here. £750 million into the direct and indirect economy. Now, it may be trickle-down economics, but at least the money's around. And they've got an absolutely fantastic look on the environment. They're aiming to be 100% carbon neutral. 100%. And they're aiming to extract 130 ounces of gold. Do you know how much it takes to get 130 ounces of gold? 2.5 million tons of soil have to be lifted, and they're going to do that carbon neutral. Now, we have an opportunity here, and it's not to be missed. Mining is our future. At the minute, it's only 2% of the Irish economy, but think what it could be. Think of that valley teeming with industry. And there's also exploratory licence for diamond mining just over here in Fermanagh. Oh, think about it. Doodle-doodle-doo, 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 doo-doo. This could be the day I could hear you say, we must never run away. Love is made for two, could be me and you.